With Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2003 Ford F-250 Crew Cab Short Bed 6.0 Turbo Diesel 4-wheel drive XLT. Has 107,000 miles. It's on a clear title. It was purchased from an insurance company here in Tucson. It was a California title, so it was obviously stolen from California and brought here. When we bought it, they had stolen the shocks and the stabilizer, steering stabilizer, and they had stolen the tires. So we have a brand new set of tires, we have 4 brand new shocks, and we have a brand new steering stabilizer. I was also told that we did an ICP as well. We scanned it and it needed an ICP. So that is what we've got going on here. It's got a 6-inch lift. I'm also told that it does not have a catalytic converter, so if your state is going to require a catalytic converter, we can get a cat put on for you for right around $350 to $400. If you want us to have it done, we will show you the invoice and what we paid for it. We'll have it done before it ships out or before you drive it home. But a lot of states don't require them, especially when they're over 10 years old. So you might want to make sure on that one before you have us do that for you. They run a lot better without them, but we don't want people to buy something and not have all the information. Little touch-up paint right here and here. I'm going to go through the cosmetics real fast because it's not a bad looking truck, but it's not perfect by any means. There's no need to dwell on all of it. There will be 75 HD pictures that you can pour over and run the magnifying glass over on our side, so you can see everything really close up. Like I said, these are brand new shocks, the ProComp shocks. I see a couple little dings here on this door. This comes from swinging the door all the way out. Usually people get angry and swing it open all the way and bend the hinge out. So this thing probably, we didn't replace it, but I would imagine, because the door looks fine, that it had a new hinge put in after somebody threw a fit and did that to the fender. Actually, the front edge of the door. Like I said, the tires are brand new. It does have an aftermarket high flow exhaust, muffler I mean, and tip. 6-inch lift. You have a tow package here. Here. There's also touch-up paint. There's a little scratch line right here. It goes from here to here, down there, and then a little bit more right in here. Kind of hard to see at this angle. It wasn't such a bad job of touching up. Alright, I'm going to fire this thing up and we'll look under the hood, listen to it run. We're going to look for the Ford stamps on both fenders and on both sides of the core support. That indicates that the vehicle hasn't been wrecked. When they wreck them and they rebuild them, they don't do that with Ford parts because they're prohibitively expensive. So you look for those Ford stamps on the fenders and on the core support. 107,656. Got 2 brand new batteries also. There's your Ford stamp right here. There's your Ford stamp on the passenger core support. There should be another one right here. There it is. There's that one. There should be one right there, and that's it. And there's another new battery on this side. It's got an aftermarket air box. Mechanically, the only thing we had to do, we scanned it and indicated it needed a new ICP, so it got a new ICP. That's your driver rear window. The rear seat's in fantastic condition, which is actually not that rare on crew cab diesel trucks. People who have these tend to have them just for the length of them, and more, not so much for extra seating. I guess you could say that they're probably antisocial. That's the passenger rear window. A little bit of rubbing on this ashtray that hopefully nobody's using anymore. The back seat and the doors look great. Everything looks perfect back there. Here's your passenger front window. Door locks. Door locks look fine. This is the passenger front seat forward, back, front seat down, front seat up, rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down. That works fine. Let's see. This seat bolster looks great. Really good shape. I would say that this guy was a loner. Based on what I'm seeing, I don't think that guy had anyone in his truck except him driving it. Let's see underneath this thing real quick. It's a MagnaFlow muffler. All right, driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Mirrors, out, in, up, down. All right, other side, out, in, down, up. All right. Driver seat back. Forward, whole seat down, whole seat up, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down, rear seat cushion down, rear seat cushion up. Everything works there. No surprises underneath. Tilt wheel up and down, that works fine. I would get a step if I were you, because it's quite a jump. Especially when you're geriatric like me. Fall and break a hip. Then what? Then what? Alright. Air feels great. It's a nice warm day here in Tucson, so I can attest to the fact that the air's blowing ice cold, because I actually need it to blow ice cold. There you go. Alright. Obviously needs a radio. They were nice enough to leave a plug. You can get a Ford radio and plug it in. But if I were you, I'd go to Best Buy. I don't like the Ford radios. They break too easily. They don't look very good. You could go to Best Buy and get speakers and radio and have them install it while you're at the food court, you know, in maybe an hour and a half or $250, instead of buying an old Ford radio and plugging it in for $100. There's overdrive off and on. We do have power pedals. That's up. That's down. All right, let me move forward here a little bit so I don't back into the truck behind me. We're gonna run through the four-wheel drive, make sure everything's kosher there. It's already been tested, but I need to show you. There's four-wheel drive low is on. Now we're in drive. That's drive. Put it in reverse. Definitely four low. All right, put it into neutral. Put it into high. Now we're in high. Going to drive. And reverse. All right, so 4 high works fine. Neutral, two-wheel drive. Let's go for a ride. That was easy. Actuators are in good shape. There was zero hesitation there. Let's see, what else you need to know. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, it's got a brand new set of tires, so that shouldn't be a problem, but it does not have a spare and it does not have tools, which we say in every ad, but these people don't read very often, so I'm going to say it right here. It doesn't have one. You can get a spare and tools for like $100 at a wrecking yard, or you could ask us if we have one when you buy it, and we'll look for one. It's about a 50-50 chance that we'll have something extra sitting around. Like I said, this thing got a 6-inch lift on it. Brand new shocks. It's actually not as stiff as I thought it would be. This road is like Bolivian. In Tucson, we don't pave our roads. We just kind of fill them in with stuff, the potholes. I don't know what we're doing at 8.1% taxes, but it's crazy. Anyhow, if you come to Tucson, you're going to pay tax and dock fee. Dock fee is $250. I'll try this thing for a second here. Wow, this thing runs great. It's got a little bit of play in the steering due to the lift kit, but on a 1 to 10, with 10 being terrible all over the place, I give it about a 5. And for a 6-inch lift on an 11-year-old truck, especially Fords, the way their steering boxes behave, it's not bad. Anyhow, you're going to pay dock fee of $250 and taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you fly in or drive in from a state with a 3% tax rate, you're going to pay 5% tax, your 3 plus R2, and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price. There's no dock fee. There's no taxes. Just ship it out. We do have a recommended shipper. He brings all of our vehicles to us. His name is Fred at Beacon Shipping Logistics. His number is right in the middle of our ad. Please do not shop around for the lowest price to ship your car, whether you use Fred or not. These people will take your deposit and you'll never see your vehicle, and they'll be $300 cheaper than anyone else. Well, that's just to get your deposit. Okay, so please give Fred a call and he'll tell you what's going on. Even if you don't use him, he'll tell you what to beware of and he'll take care of you. That's his job for us. He makes a lot of money doing our shipping, and we expect him to take care of you, okay? His prices are right in the middle. They're not the cheapest, but he gets it done and he communicates. Nice truck, boy. Anyhow, what else is there? Deposits. $500 deposit. Please get it in once we have an agreed upon price. Until it's in, it is for sale. Once we get your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Doesn't matter if my mom says she wants it. All right? She's not getting it without a deposit. Okay? We've had too many people screw up, too many people who want to buy our vehicles. We tell them they're sold and then they're not. So we have to get a deposit. Also, this truck is way out of warranty. I give this speech now at this point in every video, and I'm giving it again. We have no idea what's going to happen to this truck in a day or a week or a month. Ford didn't either. That's why they set a certain number of miles and a certain number of years for their warranty. Their engineers said, you know what, we can't do anything with it warranty-wise because we don't know what's going to happen. If they don't know what's going to happen, how do we? They would love to give a vehicle a 10-year, million-mile warranty. Then they could sell this truck for $100,000, right? Well, they can't because they don't know. Well, if they don't know, how do we know? So if you need to be risk-free, you need to buy a new truck. New trucks, this type of truck, cloth, crew cab, probably $50,000. So you're saving a ton of money buying this truck, but you're also buying an 11-year-old truck with 107,000 miles. Their known issue is an EGR and a cooler. Those parts for an EGR and a cooler are about $600 from Bulletproof, and the labor should be 5 to 7 hours. So a reputable guy will install parts and labor for about $1,500. At this point, it doesn't need one, but that's their weakness. We say it up front. We even put it in our ad. That's what a 6.0's weakness is. It's not that big a deal money-wise, but now you know if you didn't know before. Okay. If you need risk-free, buy new, get the bottled water, get the loaner car, get the good feeling for 3 years, and you're good to go. Otherwise, you know everything you need to know about this truck, everything that we already know. Thank you for your time.